Hey everybody, this is my 75-gallon Severum community tank. I have 4 different Severums in there, a Uaru, and a 4-line Pictus. And I want to do something a little bit different, so I've got white birch branches in here to go with the black sand, and the rock is all granite. A little bit of a different look. There's my 4-line Pictus down there in the cave. Hopefully he'll come out here in a minute. But these guys, I got most of these guys back around in April. So they're not too old, but they're getting some good size and color on them so far. The big guy there is my green Severum. And right above him is the Turquoise. And I actually have 2 other Severums that I tried to put in here. But this green Severum right here, he was not having any of it. So he gets along well with the other guys in here now, but he didn't want anybody else in here. So I had to change plans up a little bit, and my 2 other Severums are in another tank right now. So, but these guys get along good. The Turquoise is right here in front of us now, and a lot of times the green and the Turquoise look quite a bit alike. And then we've got the red spotted Severum, and he's definitely a big contrast to everybody else in here. But I was down at an LFS when they had just gotten a bunch of these guys in, and most of these guys, when they're really small, don't have much color at all, but about 3 of them had a lot of, already had quite a bit of color. So I went ahead and picked up one of those. And if he would come out, just a second here. But he's doing really well too. And that little guy behind him, that's an orange shoulder Severum. Let's see if we can get a better shot of these guys. And the other guy right there, that's a Uaru. And when he gets all grown up, he's going to be like a silvery colored fish with I think a black arrowhead on the side there, so he's going to look quite a bit different. But yeah, the other 2 Severums I have are a Rotkeel and a red tiger. And they I thought looked really awesome in here, but, didn't work out. And I actually have them in a planted tank right now, and believe it or not, they're not eating any plants, so. But I tried having a few plants in this tank, and these guys just tore them up, so. And I'm actually going to drop one of their favorite treats in right now. It's a little bit unusual, but I think you guys will get a kick out of it. Okay, all this is canned green beans, and then after I open up the can, I just freeze them, and I throw a couple of these in here a couple times a week. And you would think they're like bloodworms or brine shrimp. They just go right after them right away. And they are kind of messy, but I keep the tanks pretty clean, so I don't throw in too many. And once this is done, I grab a net and I clean up any of the little green bean skins or whatever you want to call it that's left over. But these guys love them, and it's obviously good for them. So, and he still has that big piece in his mouth. He's not letting go. But yeah, it's only a 75-gallon tank. And I'm not going to add anybody else in here. At the very most, I might add a small pleco, but no more big guys, no more big cats. Because these guys still have a ways to go as far as growing, so if anything, I'll change up the filtration at some point later on, but right now, water parameters are always spot on. I keep my tanks pretty clean, so these guys are enjoying life right now. They got plenty of room, good food, good water. Just gonna try to get a close up on a couple of these guys. But yeah, I did put a couple of some big Java fern in here, just some straggly ones, just to see what would happen. And they were just nibbled right down to like the main vein of the fern, so they didn't last very long. And yeah, these green beans are messy, but it's worth it. But it's been fun watching that Uaru change. When I got him, he was just like a little brown leaf. And actually, that orange shoulder Severum, the little guy back there, he started out really slow. But, oh, there's a good shot of him. But some of that speckling and coloration on his side is starting to come out nice now. And he's still working on that green bean. Holy cow. And the 4-line Pictus has been a great little bottom cleaner. He's the only little cleaner I have in here. So whenever I do a normal feeding, he'll just come out of his main cave there, scour the bottom, pick up what he wants, and then head into his other cave. And he'll just chill there for a minute, then do another round, clean up what's left on the bottom, and the bottom stays pretty clean. So like I said, I tried to get some regular plants in here that didn't work. But I am going to try to experiment with some floating plants in here. And see if I can get something to survive in here. Because I would like to get a little bit of green in here. Just, sort of balance out everything else. But that's a quick look of the Severum tank, guys. And the 125 I have, the big community tank, I actually have some additions over there. I'm going to get a new video of that one out pretty soon. And then I have another 75 that's going to have a smaller cichlid community in it, but not nearly as aggressive as the other tank. So, but that's a shot of this tank, guys. Hope you guys like it. Peace out.